You ready? What's up and welcome back. Just start off with that. You fucking sniffing my fucking shoulder. What's up and welcome back to
what
episode 11.
Episode 11.
Yeah.
The big sticks.
Yeah. Double hockey sticks.
Double
Yeah.
hockey sticks.
Oh no, that's the L. Remember? HE double hockey sticks back in the day?
Oh, that was hell. Yeah.
Hockey sticks because you have to have the... But yeah, man. What's good? What's going on? How was your week?
It's going pretty good, man. It's a long weekend.
Yeah.
A short work week. And we had that snow day yesterday, so...
Real short. We double dipped this week. Had Monday off.
Definitely.
And had last night off.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty sweet.
That was good. We got to get into some video game playing.
Yeah.
That was good. We haven't got to do that in a while.
Apex night last night.
And we did that on Wednesday too, right?
Yes.
Wednesday,
yep. And the snowstorm that we got the night off for, it didn't really even end up being that bad.
It wasn't too bad.
I feel like the one that we worked last time, last storm, was worse.
The ice was terrible. There was
a lot
of people.
Worse.
A lot of accidents. A lot of people getting their windshield smashed out.
Yeah.
From people not cleaning off their cars.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I think you were the one that pointed it out that the Jessica law?
Yep.
It doesn't apply in Massachusetts.
Doesn't?
No, dude. Last time I went to get a haircut by Ivan. I was driving on the highway and fucking, dude, pieces of ice just flying everywhere.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, I was like, where's the cop, to pull him over? But then I think you said it and then I Googled it and confirmed it. But yeah, it's not a law. So I'm like...
Just New Hampshire.
But it's just like,
it should be a law.
But it's like, that's not even clean the snow off your car law. It's just like, that's an obstruction of view. There's people that have a whole fucking back windshield covered in snow. I'm like, that's like having a fucking black trash bag covering your window. I'm like, how are you gonna let that go? Like, I don't know. I don't even think, yeah.
I went to the store last night and somebody literally just had their windshield covered. Was cleaned off. And the whole car, the whole sides, the whole back, and I was like, should I clean this car off for the person? Like, should I just go do it? But then I'm like, what if they come out and start bitching at me?
No, fuck that, dude. I would never... Why would you do that?
Well, I mean, what if you didn't, and then all of a sudden, like, that car went down and, killed one of your friends that was driving down the road? It's like...
Yeah, but that's not your problem. That's, that's their fault. But that's not your car, though.
I know.
I mean, I don't know. That's...
But it's just like, I understand if there's like an inch or two, you're like, whatever. But I'm talking like a foot of snow that's going to freeze and then slide off and kill somebody. It's like, it's just, how are you that lazy?
Yeah.
I understand, it's not an excuse, but I understand if you have like an older person, and you're like, oh, the person probably can't reach, or a shorter person. It's like, dude, they got 10-foot extension poles.
I mean...
You should be able to clean off your car. If you can drive, if you can be a legal, licensed driver, you need to be able to be responsible for that car.
This is probably going to sound ignorant, but if you can't clean off your car, you shouldn't be driving.
Exactly.
If you're that crippled, then that means you probably suck at driving, too. I think there should be an age limit. I think after 70 years old, you should be getting evaluated fully for your vision, hearing, and...
Every year or every couple years?
Every year. Fuck that. Every year after 70, bro. I'm not even trying to be a dick, but like I'll be around behind somebody or like I was behind this one older guy and he literally was just like slamming on his brakes anytime like he like came to like a little bit of sand or something like that. Like very dangerous. Like, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing? I thought somebody was drunk or something. So I like went around to like flip out on him and the guy's like 80 years old and it's just like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but it's like, dude, you shouldn't be on the fucking road. You really shouldn't. Like, that's what makes, like, driving dangerous, is the people who don't know how to drive. Dude, yesterday I went out at 8:30 in the morning in the heart of the storm, and the roads were absolutely fine, but the people driving were absolutely fucking stupid, dude. I almost got ran off the 213 highway in Methuen from a 16-wheeler who, like, couldn't handle driving in another lane. Like, I get that it's snowy out, and I get if we get, like, a bad storm, like, sometimes there's not always two lanes, but I mean, that's really not my problem, bro. You drive a 16-wheeler for your fucking job. You should know how to, like, be able to figure that shit out. You have fucking giant tires. I think you veering over to the left and fucking eating a fucking half an inch of soft, powdery snow is not going to do nothing to your fucking truck, dude. Like, I flipped them off. I was pissed. I'm like, learn how to fucking drive, dude.
When I went home yesterday from work, there was probably, I want to say 3 or 4 inches on the ground. And it was only, a couple hours in. And I was like, alright, I'm not going to go all the way down the highway to 95. I was like, I'm not going to do that. I doubt there's even somebody at the toll. It's probably just all easy pass. Like, I bet the person for cash didn't even show up. And I just went down Route 1. And then I went down 27 instead of getting on the highway. I was like, I don't even want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with the highway anymore. And right when I got off in Stratham over there, everything was good. The whole drive was good until I came up to the lights where we just were.
Mm-hmm.
And we were maybe... You know how, like, when you come up to a set of lights, there's, like, the solid white lines to separate? Like, we were probably halfway through that, and it went yellow, and the person slammed on their brakes. And I was like, oh, and I slammed on my brakes, and I started, like, sliding sideways. And then I just went into the next lane. But I was like, you're already halfway through. Just go. Were you worried that these people aren't going to spin out? Like, these people are going to come out slowly from their stop. They're not just going to fly out in the snow.
Yeah.
I'm like, you should have... There was more of an... You have a larger chance of me smashing into you than the person that was coming into the intersection. So other than that, my
but
driver's
that's a
really
prime
good.
example of a bad driver.
But of course, they say that the worst drivers in the world are the ones that are slow driving on the highway.
100%. Or the ones
ones
that get on the highway and don't speed up. They wait.
They merge.
They wait to be for no more cars. Like some highways you have to wait, but the 213, the same highway that I almost got ran off of, dude. When you fucking spin onto the highway off the exit, right, off the entrance ramp, right? As soon as you spin and you're on the highway, bro, and they just repainted them like 2 years ago. There's a fucking solid white lane. There's the breakdown lane, a white lane, and then the first lane, and people still, and it's just like, dude, like, I don't know, I can't help myself from like literally being like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, do you know you're getting on the highway? I don't know if you realize that, but, like, you're gonna literally fucking kill yourself, bro. Entering like that and an 18-wheeler doesn't see you, you are fucking dead, bro. You're fucking dead. Like, yeah, I think everybody should take driver's ed, because I don't know how it is in New Hampshire, but in Mass, once you're, I think, 17 or 18, you can just go for your license.
Yeah.
You don't have to take a driver's ed course.
It might be 21.
For New Hampshire?
Because I feel like New Hampshire, you're supposed to drive a certain amount of time with somebody over the age of 21. You know, you can only have one person in the car. You have a curfew of
when you're on your
how late you can be in.
Yeah. Yeah, but people are stupid. That's why I try to stay home, stay out of the way. Even being in public, it's the same thing. Like, I went to fairs this year. I'm good with that shit.
Went to fairs? What kind of fair?
Like
Topsfield? Or?
Yeah, like Topsfield and shit like that. You just see a bunch of people you don't want to see. I avoided like 5 people that I just didn't want to see, but I'm just like, it's just whack, because it's like, not only do you see people you don't want to see, but at the same time, people are just wicked, inconsiderate.
Yeah.
Like traveling, when I went to South Carolina in October, like, made me realize that, like, well, not even realize, just remember how shitty people are. Like, nobody's like considerate to you. This lady fell over, like those, I don't know what the fuck to call them, to keep people in line, like the straps.
Oh yeah.
The fuck would you call that? You know, a thing that retracts, like, and you can make like the club and shit.
The like the aisle.
Aisle barricade, I guess you could say. Yeah, barrier thing. Lady fucking fell over that. Not one person. Like, there was hundreds of people around her, and like 1, maybe 2 people were like, "Oh my god, you're alright." I was like, I'm just like, how are you not like, oh my god, like people just don't care, bro. Like,
Just mind their own business.
yeah, some people just don't give a fuck, bro.
Like I understand if like someone's like arguing, you know, like boyfriend girlfriend. I mean, unless it was somebody like going at it. But if you know people swearing or like people's kids get rambunctious. Some people like sit there and stare, or they go over there and they try to teach you how to parent. You're like, all right, relax. But it's like something like that. You just like mind your own business. But when it's like somebody gets hurt, it's like what if that was you? You know the person's probably embarrassed. So it's like you're just gonna make the person get up on themselves, like get up by themselves,
I don't
and like
know,
try to
just-
put everything back. Like
Just common courtesy, like it's just common courtesy. I don't know. When I see somebody fall or get hurt, I like
make sure
genuinely feel bad and want to help them. You know what I mean? And like you said, yeah, it's embarrassing to be like, you know what I mean? I try to like crack a joke and shit. You know what I mean?
What I hate though is like say we were outside cleaning the last snowstorm, and somebody fell over. The woman went in front of her car, and there's rocks. And she slipped on the rocks and she fell backward and landed on her back on all the rocks over there.
Jesus.
And I was probably like 10 cars away from her, and I was on the side of my car, and I heard her scream, and I looked over, and she was laying on the ground, and every other person just continued to clean their car that was next to her. And I was like,
see, it's like, bro, how can you fucking do that? You're a piece of shit. You're literally a piece of shit for doing that. Like, what?
I think one person that was like probably where I was on the other side of the street, like heard her, and she ran over. And she was like, "Are you okay?" And the woman just got up, and she was like, "Yeah, I fell back." She's like, "All the rocks, I hit my back," and everyone's just like cleaning off their cars.
Nobody gives a fuck, bro.
Oh. It just, it's sad. Sad how the word's coming, but
yeah, this is what it is, man. We
So
live
what
in
are
a
you gonna
sad time. Everything happening in Ukraine. You know, prayers to everybody over there.
Yeah.
You know, that's sad tragedy, confusing tragedy too. You know what I mean? I don't think there's really like a reason. You know what I mean for it happening.
I believe Ukraine used to be owned to Russia.
Yeah,
Like Russia used to own them.
It was part of the
Soviet Union.
yeah.
So I think they're like, I want it back.
Yeah, but like out of nowhere, I feel, and this is me. You know, people who know more are probably like, "Oh, this dude doesn't even know what he's talking about." I don't care. I don't want to talk about it. I'm just saying it came out of fucking nowhere. I feel, but it's enough of that. Yeah, man. What else is new? What else you got?
Let's see. We were trying to get our logo done, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. We just took some just did a little photo shoot for our logo to get our logo done. So merch should be coming out in probably like 2 weeks because we want to get a logo done. I don't know how long that's going to take because we want a good one that's going to look good on merch. So
Yeah.
we're gonna send that out as soon as possible and hopefully have some merch. Once we get it, we'll display it on here just so you guys can see it on the YouTube episode.
And then we wanted to try to do in the YouTube live. We still got to check that out.
yeah,
we wanted to do that,
yeah,
that one day, and it didn't work.
It was weird. It said you need 24 hours.
Yeah, it said 24 hours until it was available.
It's weird.
But I checked it in 24 hours, and it said available in 24 hours. I'm like,
so it's like we gotta figure that out, but
Yeah.
it can't be too hard because I see people streaming and shit on YouTube. So
it sucks because they have like all these like tech suave, designers and stuff that they know how to do that, how to get everything all working. But we're just trying to do it ourselves.
well, dude, like Tony was showing me a bunch of shit he does on his iPad and what he does on his computer, and bro, he like had me lost, and I'm like, dude, that's me. And he's like, no, it's so easy, dude. I'm like, nah, it's really not. Like, he has a Raspberry Pi, like, running the network on his computer.
A Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, do you know what that is?
That's that thing that's
for the
accumulators
and shit. Yeah. It's a program, and Alex was telling me about it at work. He was saying he had like all the Game Boy games and shit on it. But yeah, like Tony was explaining how like people can't hack your shit if you have a Raspberry Pi. Because if you're going computer to computer, they can hack you, but they can't get into your Raspberry Pi.
It's like a
I don't know.
separate server device or whatever.
I don't know, because then he's like, oh, like codes. He's like, I put codes on there that, like, if I was to load that code on my computer, it would fucking fry it. And I'm like,
Jeez.
bro, I'm like, the magnitude of, like, knowing that, and then on top of that, like, there being a file that can fry your computer scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Because I'd just be like, ah, and then I'm like, imagine just seeing this fucking thing smoke when you think you know what you're doing. Be like,
I mean, I use it to heat my room. What do we got?
Yeah,
72.6 degrees.
man, it's
That's
nice in here.
I have it set at 65 and it's 72.5 degrees in there.
Yeah, there's so much you can do on computers, bro. He was showing me about like NFTs and shit. So pretty much NFTs is more art than anything. As far as making money on it, that's
What
for
does
like
NFT
the big
stand
wigs.
for?
Non-fungible tokens.
Not
So-
like crypto?
What?
Non-fundable tokens?
Non-fungible. I don't know what I really don't know the context of it. I think non-fungible means like one of a kind, like maybe like you can't duplicate it. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
FaZe Banks and then Logan Paul shortly after, they've been talking about this shit for a year plus already, and I like knew what it was and shit, and I seen them. There's like the Bored Apes Yacht Club. It's like the most famous one. Have you seen them at all or no? I'll show you after this, but there's just popular ones, and it's just art, bro. All of it. Think of it as a skin in a video game, like
Yeah.
Apex, right?
Yeah.
Like say there's a one of a kind, like gold skin that only, a certain, like there's only 5 that get thrown out in the Apex world, right?
Okay.
And you got one of them, you know what I mean? It's just a
Like
flex.
Fortnite skins.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
just like a flex.
It's like the, what's his name? Like that season 1, like the first skin that came out. I forget what his name is, like the Radiant Raider.
He's an NFT, right?
But it's like only people from that season that have it. Like it's something that's never going to be released again.
Exactly. So it's pretty much like that, but like it's more to make money and to like blow yours up. It's just like building a podcast and a stream. Like you got to get the people and you got to hype it up. So it's like if me and you make an NFT, like people, a couple people will probably cop to support and
It's
shit like
designs
that.
though, right?
Yeah, like it's so hard to explain.
I'm trying to think. I have a couple shirts from Rip. It's called Rip T, and it's a T-shirt design. Like it's a T-shirt with a design, and that design is only available for 24 hours. And then after that, it goes to the graveyard, and it shows you all the previous. But it's designs that people create, and then they put it online.
It's not so much like one of a kind, like rare, as much as like there's some shit, but nobody hasn't like. It's not that popular that somebody has an NFT nobody has. It's just like you bought the.
It's a limited edition.
Like it's just there's so many different kinds of shit. Like Tony was showing me, there's a whole app where like, all right, so I want to do panda, right? Cartoon panda, green background. He's smiling. He has sunglasses on, and so what you do is now I want every background, every emote, every accessory, and they do them all. Mm-hmm. So there'll be just a whole, all different kinds. So it's like
that are already pre-done.
Yeah. So I have a angry ape with a cheetah sweater on. You have a happy ape with a tie-dye shirt on. Like, and it's just like like I said, it's just like crypto. Crypto, how like you're like, okay, that coin's shit, but if fucking Mayweather and fucking Dana White talk about it, it's gonna skyrocket.
Like
and
Supreme. Not Supreme, but like those like Supreme, right? Well, Supreme is like, it's not like it's such a big thing.
It's just about hyping it up.
Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
People want to obtain it because it's a hype. The best way Tony could explain it, and I'm just because we talked about it so long, I get it a little more, but I'm still lost. Perfect way to think of it, bro. our parents' generation, right? We're showing them all this shit we could do on our fucking iPhone, and they're like, holy fuck, dude, my son Josh is a fucking tech whiz, bro. Look what he can do on his phone. And you're
But
like,
really,
Dad,
we're like, no, we're not.
it's just that simple. This is gonna be Levi's generation, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe if it hangs Levi's generation, if not like the preteen generation right now, where they're like, you don't get what an NFT is, bro. It's this, and that. Like their concept, it's just a new generation of technology. This is the way it's going. It's gonna go hand in hand with the metaverse. Dude, people like we're gonna put our how we played Apex last night, right? Like all right, we're done playing Apex. Like, imagine you popping on your VR and coming to my house, right? And you know, I have Logan Paul's NFT and it's an ape or whatever. You know what I mean? And I bought it for, 2 ETH, and now it's worth 10 ETH. You know what I mean? And I'm like, dog, hey, you see that picture right there? Like, that's a $300,000 picture, like, in the metaverse. But I really own the JPEG file, and I could sell it for fucking 300,000 profit right now. Like, again, that's for celebrities though. Like, as far as making money, that's a celebrity thing. Because again, like you can make an NFT, but then you gotta build up the hype. You know what I mean? But at the same time, some people will see a certain thing from your NFT that they like, and then they can use it on theirs. Like, and that part Tony was trying to explain to me, and I just like I was still lost.
I'll have to look it up more.
Yeah, it's
what I'm
cool,
thinking
though.
now when you're trying to explain that is like
It's just art.
when you go to like GTA and you go to like create a character, they have all like the pre-made characters. You could be like, boom, a monkey helmet with
Yeah.
Jenko jeans and
Just
then
like a random, yeah.
it's like already. That's what I'm thinking.
But don't think that part is a little more.
But it's more of the having a design, hyping it up, that people want it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, too, like creativity is a huge part of it because you made a piece of art. It's not like Tony. Like we work with the melt pumps and shit like that. So what he did is he made like a melt pump and then he put like eyes and like a face on it, where it's like, oh shit. So it's like.
But people are like,
But
what
it's
is
art,
this character? What is this? What is this character they built this face on? But it's like a melt pump, and it's like, so it's kind of like his own design.
Exactly, but people are gonna want to know. You know what I mean? But this is the thing too. It's like, fuck, I don't know how to explain. Like, you're an artist at the same time. It's not like, yo, let me put this together in 2 seconds. I don't give a fuck what it looks
But are
like.
you
But
an
like,
artist though? If you're just like,
yeah, this is the.
you're just eyes. You drag eyes on it, like you're not actually.
Well, that's what I'm
drawing the
saying,
eyes,
bro.
right?
That's what I'm saying. If you're just doing it quick, fine. But when you take little details out and you actually do shit, like, and you take your time doing it, then people respect that. And then Tony put it like this too. He's like, how we post on Instagram, everybody likes our shit, and you try to build up followers, and Instagram can take any of that and sell it to any media spot or any company they want. If we did like a Coke thing, like they could literally sell your thing. Like when you update your Instagram, like you're accepting that they can use all that shit. It's in the terms. This is a way of saying like, fuck you. Like, you like my shit? Yeah? Alright, well then fucking buy one. You know what I mean? And if you like it so much, buy one and tell everybody about it, and then when they buy it and I raise my price, yours that you bought for 2 ETH is now worth 5. You know what I mean? That's how it works. But it's just
It's ETH like a crypto,
yeah.
but it's
It's
who
a
runs
coin.
that? Do you know who runs that? Like who runs that?
A company. I don't know how the crypto thing. Like I said, bro, I'm not talking like I got this
How
shit
much is an
all
ETH
down
worth?
path.
Is it like
Just
like
under
Dogecoin
4K.
where it's like
Just under 4K.
oh,
But
it's more than Dogecoin.
I was like, fuck. Like I was like, I'm like, so what? You have to start at 1 ETH because that's ETH is the cryptocurrency for that. You need a wallet to even make one. Like that's just how they're doing it. It's another way too where you control your money.
You
Like-
can buy pieces of it, right?
Well, that's what I was
About
saying.
like
I
a
was like, yo,
16th
can
of
you?
a-
That's what I'm saying. I was like, can you, do this? And he's like, oh yeah, because I'm like, realistically, if I build a hype up a little bit and I put in fucking crazy work where I have say 50 people that'll buy one, you know what I mean? And I hype it up where I can sell it for $150 maybe. It's like that's 0.00016th of a fucking ETH, But I was just like, if we got to start at fucking $4,000, that's
Yeah,
gonna be that's a hard thing to start.
You're gonna have to be like promoting it.
That's
on
like
cell phone.
us dropping merch and be like, yeah, yo, $350. You're like, what? It's a fucking Gucci shirt or a fucking Belly Boy shirt? Like, fuck you. But no, yeah, you don't whip shit together. You know what I mean? You actually like take the time to like he was breaking it down, bro. Like what you have to do and shit. And he was saying it's just you think of it as like copy and paste, like it's stupid, but like he's like that's the new era of artists, bro.
And how do you do it?
Copy and pasting everything.
How do you do it? Do you do it with a certain application, or do you need a certain device?
Well, so he's still trying to figure it out. He has the app to put all of the shit in to make an NFT, but like what he's creating on, he just needs to figure out if that app is compatible with it. Because like you need to, I don't know, it's fucking weird. Like, so you make that whole thing, and then it's all separate, like
Files.
JPEG files, eyes, this, that, and then you have to configure it the right way and put it in the right spots, or else like your eyes are supposed to be here, they'll be over here.
Oh yeah, you have to be like.
So that's where the fuck is the word called? Like plugging
Coding.
Coding. That's where the coding comes in. That's where you're like, okay, that's where you're signing out here, folks. That's
like-
where I'm like, fuck.
it's like
I can't
longitude,
even
longitude.
Upload
It's
a
like-
fucking video.
It's like, all right, you need your eyes to be 45 high, 14 over at a 10th degree, so it's like it pops it in the right place.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool though.
I'll let you know more about
I'll have to
off
look it up.
camera. I'll show you like what I'm talking about and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
pretty
you
cool.
guys make sure you keep a lookout for the merch, possibly an NFT suit. No, I'm just kidding.
Possibly the YouTube live.
Yeah, no, the YouTube live we're gonna figure out. We just wanted to bang this episode out because we slacked 2 weeks ago, so we want to keep it going. But we got more in store. We just gotta work a little more and make sure that it's perfect when we bring it to you guys.
Hell yeah.
But we appreciate you guys for listening as always. So we appreciate the love. We appreciate all you guys.
Mad love, mad love.
Mad love. And we will talk to you guys next time. Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you leave a like. Share it on YouTube, Spotify.
Let us
the
know
fucking
what.
deal.
Let us know what topics you guys want us to talk about.
Yeah, let us know anything. Let us know if you have any
Ideas.
ideas or any feedback from what we talked about today. And
We'll see you on the next one.
we'll see you. Peace.